The national house-to-house registration process will stretch towards the end of October this year and will make elections impossible by September 18th, which will mark the end of the 3-month constitutional deadline for elections. The Caribbean Court of Justice, the CCJ, had ruled that its June 18th ruling set the constitutional clock ticking again after being put on pause by the legal challenges to the December 21st no-confidence motion. The court had ruled that the motion was properly passed and the constitutional consequences were thus triggered, namely the resignation of the cabinet and elections in 3 years. But the PNCR sees no conflict with the house-to-house registration process and the ruling of the court.
The People's National Congress Reform, PNCR, welcomes the Guyana Elections Commission, GECOM's independent decision to commence house-to-house registration starting tomorrow, Saturday, 20th July 2019. This decision is completely consistent with both the Constitution and the CCJ's ruling that we need to hold fair and credible elections in the shortest possible time. Proceeding using the expired list that is based on the house-to-house process from 2012 would not give the Guyanese people a credible election.
Ronald Bulkan, the treasurer of the PNCR, restated claims that the list is bloated with 200,000 names of people who are not eligible to be there and offered this explanation of how that number was arrived at.
The basis is essentially the 2012 census, which places our population at, I think, just under 748,000 persons. It would be recalled that the 2015 general elections, that they were a little over, approximately 410,000 votes cast. And it has been the experience in Guyana that general elections occasions an exceedingly high turnout. So I think that based on the votes that were cast in 2015, it establishes that a list in excess of 600,000, which is what we would have now if we were to accept the expired list and to add persons who would have been eligible subsequent to that. I think it places us in that range of 200,000 persons who are probably no longer alive or would have migrated.
The opposition People's Progressive Party says the move towards house-to-house registration is a ploy to delay elections. The party believes a short claims and objections period allows for new persons to be registered and for dead persons to be weeded out. Bulkan said that if elections are not held by September 18th, the country would be in a grey area, but it doesn't change the fact that the way towards an elections date depends on the advice GECOM gives the president. As far as Bulkan and the PNCR are concerned, the move to house-to-house registration, which will drag on way beyond the constitutional deadline, is an independent decision of GECOM. For the newsroom, Neil Marks reporting.